The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
And thank you for staying up late with us here on The Factor Uncensored. I'll soon get my voice back and be better, but glad you're here with us tonight. First up tonight, singer Macy Gray opens up about being hospitalized and sick and ill as a result of taking the drug Ozempic. Now, many of us know that drug as a result of it being used for diabetes, but many people use it for weight loss as well. And of course, she found herself hospitalized as a result of that. Joining us here on The Factor Uncensored to talk about it, our guest from Lush RX owner Crystal Roney Smith and Lush RX assistant Melissa Rivas, who also uses Ozempic. Glad to have you both here on The Factor Uncensored. We've been hearing a lot of this as time moves on when it comes to Ozempic. You know, when it first came out or when people first start using it as a weight loss drug, they were excited about it. But then there are always down the line some side effects, and it takes an impact. So, Crystal, as a registered nurse, a nurse practitioner, your thoughts about this?
I mean, we can't play around with the fact that it's a medication. Anytime you're given a medication, you have to be monitored. And before you even start a medication, you have to go through a thorough history, blood work, and we have to determine what's the underlying reason why someone is overweight. So in Macy Gray's point, we kind of did some research, and we saw she had a questionable lifestyle as well. She has a history of cocaine use, alcohol abuse, and she actually talked about doing edibles and eating pizza. So her problems were kind of, seemed like was around her diet and lack of exercise. So she...
And you call that diet. That's well, being nice.
Well, I mean, like some people might call it edible a diet. But one of the things that Ozempic is known for, it reduces cravings because it reduces appetite. So if your appetite is not moving, your gut is not moving. So if you pop an edible in, it's going to be delayed. And not only on top of that, if you think it's delayed, you may do more, and then you're going to be in big trouble 2 or 3 hours later.
And of course, for those who are saying, should I take this? What would be your recommended advice despite hearing and reading the reports with Macy Gray?
If you decide that you need to take Ozempic, please go to a provider. Stop taking it from the car dealer in the back seat of the truck and things like that, because there are real risks that are concerning that everyone should look out for. And sometimes people are not a candidate for this drug.
And Melissa, for you, what was the deciding factor that made you say, look, I'm going to take it?
Once you start getting to a certain age, it's really hard to lose the weight. It kind of just sticks there. So then at the point where you just need a little bit of help, you make sure you go in. I talked to her, told her the issues that I was having. We did blood work. We talked about all those things because there's different factors. I mean, we're also going to premenopause and some things that could be weight loss. So she needed to see what the reasons were. And it worked.
And for you, how much did you lose on it?
20 pounds.
20 pounds. And how much time?
In 6 weeks.
And were you satisfied with that? And do you continue on? Or do you now take the holistic approach where, okay, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to live a better lifestyle or a different lifestyle?
So it's supposed to teach you to eat better and to eat cleaner, so that way you don't have the issues of constipation, nausea, and those things that were happening to some other people. So I took it as this is a way to teach myself how to eat cleaner and better, and then now microdosing is usually what we do. If I need something, I'll let her know.
And for those who don't know what microdosing is, what is that?
So we start off at the lowest amount first, and then work your way up. Because the thing is, you don't want to lose muscle mass. You don't want that Ozempic body, right? You still want to stay toned. So you have to monitor what you get like on an in-body, which tells you what your BMI is, what's going on. So you can understand the healthy way of losing the weight instead of just going in and taking it, not eating, not putting nutrients back in, not eating your protein.
And Crystal, at Lush, have you had any customers to come back and say, I don't know, and I'm not sure if you do it there, but have you had any customers to say, look, this is just not for me?
Absolutely, but we monitor our patients very closely. We see them weekly, you know, or we don't just send them to the streets on medication because we need to see these things before it happens. So a lot of times if we do have some with complications, we actually stop them and put them on something else. Because at the end of the day, we just want our people to be healthy and lose lose weight the right way. And a lot of our people have cardiovascular risk, or pre-diabetic, thyroid issues, and hormone issues. So it's not just vanity, it's actually a holistic approach to losing weight.
And we've seen or heard about a lot of gastrointestinal problems as a result. For those who may not know what that is, can you explain it and some of the problems that have been reported, not necessarily that you've seen it?
Yeah, so it slows down your digestive system so your body can use insulin. Insulin regulates everything in the body. It actually keeps you from being hungry, and it kind of breaks down proteins and sugars and all those things. So if you slow down the gut, say you eat a whole pizza, that whole pizza is going to be standing around your gut forever. And then on top of that is grease, and it doesn't have many nutrients. And so when you eat rich foods like that, you're more likely to get constipation. So we actually educate our patients to eat cleaner foods. We tell them to eat protein and vegetables and stay away from fats. And even we tell them to kind of limit their sugars, because this is supposed to regulate their sugar. So we don't want them eating even like sugary foods either. And so some of the medications like Ozempic, you know, when we see that someone's not moving their gut, we ask them to drink water, to exercise, because you cannot be on this without exercise. It's not a substitution for exercise. You have to move. And so we catch it right away.
All right. We want to thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored.